Good morning to the honorable lecturer, Miss Ira, and to the audience. Let me introduce myself. My name is Silvia Wulandari from State University of Malang. I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to give my speech in front of many people online. Before starting my speech, I would like to wish greetings to all the people present online. It is an honorable experience for me to give a speech about tolerance. First of all, I will divide my topics into three parts. The first part is the definition of tolerance. The second part is how tolerance appear in society. And the third part is the importance of tolerance. Before we jump to the topic, let me ask you. Do you guys think that you have done the concept of tolerance in everyday life? You might be wondering, why would I ask about this kind of question? Isn't it too personal? Well, I'll answer. Yes, it is a personal thing. Whether you are being tolerant or not, it's your choice, right? But do you realize that those personal matters can have a big impact in the society? To begin with, some of you may be wondering, what is the real definition of tolerance? Then let me give a brief explanation about it. So, tolerance is the appreciation of diversity and the ability to live and let others live. It is the ability to exercise a fair and objective attitude towards those whose opinions, practices, religion, nationality, and so on differ from one's own. Tolerance is an important concept that helps people to live together peacefully. It also means that you accept others people's opinions and preferences, even though it's the opposite way with yours. Tolerance is when you don't put your opinions above others, even when you are sure you are right. Tolerant people show strength in the way they can deal with different opinions and perspective. But if you feel like you are being a little intolerant sometimes, that is fine. It's understandable. It's natural to be defensive when someone believes something you don't. Moving on to the second part, how tolerance appear in society. Tolerance can be shown in many ways, on different occasions and at different times. A person might fully disagree with others on any issue, from opinions to preferences, while at the same time honoring and respecting those with different opinions and treating them with full dignity and honor. And for that, I have four tips for building tolerance to others. Number one is take ownership of your feelings. Recognize that no one can make you feel a certain way without your permission. Number two, develop curiosity. In many cases, when we lack tolerance toward others, it's simply because we don't understand them. Number three, change your perspective. Sometimes hurt feelings or lack of tolerance came because we can't see other people's where the other person is coming from. You may not be able to fully understand the other person's experiences, but you can shift your perspective from yourself to them and how you can relate that maybe they are having a hard time right now. Number four, practice respect. When you don't agree with other person's opinion, focus on respecting their right to think for themselves and to believe what they choose. Just as we will never want that right taken away from us, we have a responsibility to extend the same politeness to the other people and treat others with respect, even when we disagree with them. And finally, we come to the last part, the importance of tolerance. Tolerance is needed in all spheres of life, and on every level and on every stage, because it plays a vital role to establish peace and love. From the smallest unit up to the highest unit of the society, tolerance is tolerance does not mean that only one person or party shows tolerance and the others do not. When some people disagree on a certain issue, they must express their opinion in a respectful manner. Hateful and provocative words should not be used in this case. Tolerance must be shown from both sides on issues in order to it in order for it to be effective. Tolerance is not passive. It demands an active choice to reach out on the basis of mutual understanding and respect, especially where disagreement exists. Tolerance means recognizing that our diversity is a strength for all societies. Well, earlier I have mentioned that being tolerant is a choice, right? But after we have talked about it, do you guys realize that being tolerant is actually not a choice? It's an obligation. It's a must. Whether the other person's ideas goes well with you or not, whether their opinion matches with yours or not, we must be tolerant. In that way, we can create a better society, a society that is peaceful, stable, and safe. Being tolerant removes our self imposed barriers and allows us to think more broadly and enjoy greater inner peace. Tolerance leads to less stress and greater happiness in the overall community. So, in conclusion, let's be tolerant. I think that's all for my speech today. Thank you for being with me. I really appreciate that you took the time to be here and listen to my speech. Have a nice day. See you.